Hey, Kyle. Thanks, buddy. I muted that yesterday before I got off. And yeah, so what I was saying was this is the hourly chart. Sum it up real quick. Hourly chart kind of hitting high, 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 and a strong bar to back down. We'll see how that holds up. We'll see what's going on here. Maybe. There you go. Good morning. Good morning. Kind of looking real choppy up here. We did drop 55 points though, which is pretty dang good. Gold today, $300 to $500 pre-market, and yeah, make a little cash. All right, 15-minute got under the 200 for a second. Is it gonna hold under? Right here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to give this a minute. This is kind of an area where it's kind of consolidating here. So far. Kyle, you driving already? Driving to work already? It's a little too early for that push, I think. I'd like to see 16 again. Oh, cool. Oh, because yesterday. Yeah. Got it. Yesterday was great. Then today you got to work tens. Woohoo. Well, I don't really like this little area. We just hit 7 o'clock. So we're going to be chilling. So I made some mistakes yesterday, obviously. Um, the account that I started on, though, that I was down on, I actually came back and ran it up pretty good yesterday. My win rate was almost 80%, even though I was down a little bit. And then I ran it up, I don't know, $500-600. The other account, I started out doing the same dumb stuff that I did yesterday, and right at the last minute of me actually blowing that account or not, it ticked me out, killed the account, and dropped straight to the target that I wanted. So if I hadn't made some critical mistakes early on in that account yesterday, I really could have saved that. It would have been great, but that's all right. 15-minute is definitely cycling that 200 MA. We're above our 20, we're above the 0, and we're pushing. I kind of really wanted it back into this 04 range, but and then ultimately 16, 15, 16. Maybe I should have went with it. I don't think we're just going to push straight up here. Lo and behold, there it is. Did not push straight up there. It's not over yet, but hmm, hmm. With this bar on the 15, this bar on the 1 hour, you know, this drop on the 5, which is kind of all the same stuff, but different time zones or frames. I can't imagine this just pops straight back up. Get about half, yes, but not all of it. See, now we're dropping here. So we get below this 20 and hook it, just like right here. We got below the 20 and it hooked it. Boom. And rolled off. I almost took this long in here, which would have got filled. Except I still want to be cautious of what exactly is on the chart.
Order filled.
Looks like it's going to push back up some here. Maybe not a lot.
Order filled.
All right, we got part of it.
Order
All right,
filled.
we got it all. All right, so there we just got that long for 109.50. It pays 125, but 109.50 is the after fees, which isn't terrible. I actually thought it was worse than that. I think we're gonna drop some here. Only thing is, I'm worried about this right here. This 15 minute 200 is kind of just chilling right there. I don't know if we'll drop below it or hold it. I would assume below it, but that's just guessing. All right, so we're up 110 basically, 109. We got a few more days of trading this account to get it funded. And then we'll be rolling some more accounts today. So for the same price as a 150K account, I can have 3 50K accounts and be able to rotate between them and have the chance of getting 4 or 5 accounts funded versus 1 or 2. So that's the whole goal. Each account, when you request a payout, you can get $2,000 on a 50K account. If you have 5 accounts and you request a payout for 10, that's $10,000. Oh, we did hold it. All right, that's the third one right here. Well, 1, 2, see what we do on 3. If on 3 we get below this, on 4 we back test, then I'm looking for a drop. Kyle, can you tell what the delay is, if there's much delay? I'm trying to think. You'd have to look at. I don't even know if you can see that little bar timer. And when it rolls, when it switches candles would probably be the best way to tell. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3 touches right there. Does that send us below the 0, or does that hold up? So my goal with this stream is a couple things, right? Document how I'm doing, what I see I'm doing wrong, try to fix it, and do all that stuff. Let me know when the message starts. Right about then. Let me know when the message starting a timer now. So I read it about the time that it popped up. I don't know if I need to change the latency setting somewhere, but if you're on your phone, that may be, I don't know if that's more delayed or less delayed. So anyways, goal is document all this stuff, see what I'm doing wrong. God, that's too long. It's too long. And get some payouts. Correct what I'm doing wrong. Get some payouts. I'm looking for 5 take profits, 5 contracts, really quick in and out. Not holding for big runs, nothing like that yet. And I'm looking to do that 3 to 5 times a day on each account. 20 seconds is too long. I'll have to figure out why it's that long. It should only be 3 to 5 seconds. One, two, three. Potential drop. If not, this holds up and does what it's supposed to do, and then we push. Oh, so yesterday I saved this account. I was down a little bit, saved it, ran it up. Oh, I might have already mentioned that. I blew the other one, so that's no bueno. 20 seconds. I got to check with OBS on the latency, and then also in the advanced settings, I should have it set to 1 second, which is the fastest setting you could set that part to. All right, there's number 3. We'd have to get below the 200 here. And then also get below this 20 under the 0 line, about like what we're doing now, kind of, or trying to. Then we should come back and hit that again if we're going to continue, which would ultimately be below here, like this right here. 1, 2, 3, got below, boom. What happened? Right there. Did. All right. Well, here we go. Still flirting with that 200 right here on the 15 minute. God, I could have taken 3 trades in this little spot right here. It's crazy. All right, here we go. We're under. Back test and holding. We need this to drop though. We really need this under. Because I just shoot right through and just say, nah, never mind. All right, we're under here. We're popping our head above here. Make sure this isn't a fake out. Get going this morning. Sorry if that was loud. All right. Well, that's why we didn't go short immediately. Held the 0 line right here.
Order filled.
Can we write it again, or is it going to slap right in our face?
Order filled. Order filled.
Got part of it. Oh, I didn't get it all. Part of it got filled. but not all of it. I don't want that killing the whole deal here. Gosh dang it. Come on, fill it all. We get it all filled or no? Kind of taking its sweet time. I don't like how our 20's getting flatter here. I don't like that at all. Getting ready to cut this. Oh man, that gave away our deal. We're back to 109. Man. It's all right. We're even. Well, not even. We're still up 109. That's what I was afraid of. We didn't get below. And we didn't get all the way filled. So it filled part of it and then dropped. I'm obviously more downward biased, but we were just sitting above this. I should have taken it way sooner, and I definitely would have got filled. All right, here we go. Here we go. That 15's still holding. Oh, I want to be short. That was 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got below. We're below there. Break below 88, and I'd feel really good about it. This isn't even really a good trade setup yet. This is still rising a little bit. Hard to see, but it's still rising a little bit. This is under, this is under, and this is under, and that's under. I just don't want it to snap right in our face. Just pow, and recover all the way up into here and then up to 16. So we had no follow through, immediate follow through on this big bar. I think we're dropping.
Order filled.
Oh, that's the time. This is where it held up. Well, it was green for a half a second. Golly, here we go. That's what I didn't want to happen. Exactly that right there. All right, now we're playing catch up. Because this is going to hold. Golly.
Order filled.
So quick. So quick. I thought it was going to hold. I wasn't sure. We're below back testing now, but this is still fake out, right? Fake out. So I lost big there. Now we got to win a bunch. Look at that. It went our direction. Imagine that. How much longer can
Order
it go?
filled.
Not even a tick, guys. Not even one tick in the profit right there. That's wild. Wild. That one should have some follow through. Look, I barely didn't get filled. Holy crap.
Order filled.
All right, got it filled. I think this is going to fall off a little bit now. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. That was one. That's what I was looking for that first time. Right here is what I was looking for that first time. And that's the difference between winning pretty good and then losing pretty good. Well, you're short from the 8. 88. I got you. That's a good spot. Yeah, let's go, Kyle. Short from 88. That should have been a holder for me, but I just don't like this bottom. Even though that is 8 points. I just didn't care for this here. First big push on the 15. 5 minute had a bear flag. Yeah, see, that's that. You know, you're hitting over here, and then it come in. But the play was there. I just missed it. I was ahead of it. Of course, I got out exactly before it dropped back again. Seems like my MO. What is this looking like? Oh, a drip. Good, good. You still in it, Kyle? You hold through that? All right, well, everything's pointed down now for sure. Not for sure that it's going down. I'm just saying everything is pointed down, so obviously bias there. But we are in this little, support zone, supply zone, if you will. Good deal. Good deal. Got out in profit. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking that same thing, but I just don't see it. Yeah, I just don't see it right this second. If that's a measured second move, though, we come all the way down into 47. Oh, wow. 5 minutes showing out. 2 minute. Oh, that's the low of that's the overnight low too. Right here. Looks like it wants to go, but it seems like the buyers keep kind of pushing it back a little bit. A lot of them coming in. They give up, and this just drips. God, I was in the right play again. Again in the right play. Hope you got that second entry, Kyle. Color change, I guess, right here. Anywhere in here. Would have done it. See, now we're like 1 minute we're triple bottomed. On the 2 minute, it's more like a double because this is so close together. 5 minute double. But the measured move would put us, in here or down here at the pivot at least. Well, the measured move would put us way past the pivot. This looks like it's going to turn and go straight back up right now. I don't know why. Or that's a second color change hidden on the 1 anyway. All right, double. We're still sitting right there at that double. Okay, well, there you go. I kind of got shook right here. That got me pretty good. That stinks. I can crawl out of that, but that's the difference right there. In positive 400, negative 400. This much difference. Create a new low. How many moves down did we make there? So one big one. Yeah, okay. Let me go find my happy little handy tool. If it's back here. There it is. I wanted that pop right there, but that pop seems to be costing me a lot of money when I'm not in the right direction. Earlier I was in the right direction, I just didn't wait long enough. I got in too early. I should have waited for that candle to rotate. So down, showed it, rotate, boom. Good Lord, that thing goes way back there. Golly. Oh, it's not that far now. There we go. All right. So basically exactly what I said happened. It just happened a little bit after. So what I said was 1, 2, 3, get below the zero line, touch, and go. Well, if you look exactly straight up, we had the 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's 4, but wait till you get below the zero line and hold. And exactly, that happens, oh my gosh, that happens so much. It's wild how often that really happens. All right, I'm going to shut up and trade this soon. I want to find this. All right, let's see. So these are 1 minute candles pre-market. I won't choose the biggest one. Just choose like a medium size. Well, these are all, I mean, some of these are pretty big, but just a medium size one, like say this red one, 90, 75, 95. That's 4 points in that one minute candle. This green one is 5 points right now. The tail bar on the 2 minute, right close to a pivot. Still dropping here. That's a pretty strong bar to push that back though. So half of this candle maybe. We'll check for half of this candle getting, or half of this move getting holding up. And this might look to not go any lower. I'm not saying that's not going to happen. I'm just saying that's what we're looking for right this second. That's what I'm looking for. So half the candle's holding up. And if we take out this candle, that would help a lot. So we had this one draw all the way back up on the 2 minute. We really don't want to see it come all. If you're looking to reverse, you're not wanting to see this recover this whole thing. Though it does look pretty daggone bearish. Okay. Below the zero line, anything subject to happen short. All right, so we counted our deals on the 1 minute. Let's see what we look like on the 2. So we had 1, 2, 3. And you could even go back. 1, 2, 3, drop. One head and shoulders drop right there. Boom. Nice drop. Off VWAP and 200. We weren't here for that. So then we dropped one leg. Got a lower low. I don't think we keep that up though. So then we have kind of a little mess right here. So not a whole lot. Could say 1, 2, 3. I don't like that. So we held half the candle. Held, wicked, held, and pushed a little bit. Oh, a lot of it. It's stuff like that I like to get paid on, but I'd love to not do what I did yesterday and be in the right direction. And right now, everything is overall bearish. This says go. This says maybe soon and all that good stuff. But see, overall bearish. This could just snap easy. Should have took that. I should have took that for a win right there, right off of that. Man. I don't see Crypto Jimbo in here today. I should have took that. I'm not really seeing it. I'm not really seeing anything I love outside of just be short because it's short, which is not the right attitude. So we're below the zero line on the 2 minute, which, we're under. Everything's under. We had a little tail bar right there. All right,
Order filled.
Run it. We should get filled right here. Come on. Wow, no fill. No fill. Right here was the fill. No fill. Look at that. We held it twice. Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Order filled.
Well, there you go. Just like that. Jesus. This curled down. I thought we were going to swerve. This was under. Everything's under. Had a touch back, close enough touch back, and no dice. All right. That is fun. Whew. Now it's going to go. I don't know. That could have been a strong fake out and then a push. I didn't get filled by it. I mean, like this much. And when that happens, it's like, golly, I don't even know what to do about that. Take the L, I guess. Now is when I dang near want to be short again. Just because it's still down in that peekaboo. And this is still down, not rotated, but all right. Let's mark this thing up a little bit. Mark it up a little bit. All right, well, there you go. Just held right here. It looks like it's going, though. $7.30. We don't really have much news today, so usually not a ton of volatility when there isn't news, but sometimes there is, you know. So we got over this trend line a little bit, and then we got over this 20. So I don't really want to short here, but I kind of do. The 2 minute says it's okay, but at the same time, we didn't have any follow through. Well, we might get it now, but we didn't have any follow through here. The idea for me would be to take a trade and get filled really quickly. It's 5 ticks. If I don't get filled really quickly, I should probably just exit. But so this stuff is saying up, but it seems like we're having a lot of trouble pushing up. See, push up. A lot of bars, push down. Wham! 3, 4 bars, 5 bars. 20 bars, 4, 5 bars. All right. Above the zero, push in. Can't imagine that just takes off.
Order filled.
I want that recovered some. I don't think it's just going to take straight off is what I'm planning on here. So when I'm up a little bit, it's a very little bit, but when I'm down a lot of bit. That's wild.
Stop field.
Of course I did. Of course I did. Well, this display of excellence this morning is amazing. Holy crap. All right, that was out of process for me. I was looking at the 2 minute, and instead of just the 1 minute, the 1 minute says the push up here was good, which was good. That would have filled. 84 and a quarter, 86 would have filled. The 2 minute is still looking like it wants to just drop any second. That's what I get for trading one versus the other and not the same all the time. Oh, it was serious this time. So the 1 minute showed above the zero line, the pullback, the hold, and the push, and I was short. The 2 minute, however, showed below the zero line, key, back testing the 20 and the 14, and I was looking for that short. So what I should have done was waited for that candle to turn red. Okay. So the last few times I've watched this, I've said there's no way this will push without these lines being kind of crossed. That jugger just pushed. And I was like, wow. And so yesterday I was short right here. And I'm not going to do it today. And so it'll probably go short now. That I'm not going to do it. Oh, wow. Maybe it's going to prove me right. I'm going to write that down in my notes. It's 2 mornings in a row right there that didn't come back. What I'm saying is it didn't come back immediately. Like, this didn't just continue and pick this up in here as this was kind of curling. It didn't show that bar and then push back and then bounce. It went up kind of through a hidden GBI, hidden RBI, and then just kept pushing. Same. This, in my opinion, should have come back and rolled because these two are the wrong direction for a good push. So I'm going to have to write that in my notes and just keep that in the back of my mind, which is why I did not take it right there. Saved me finally. Finally. I'm going to chalk that one up to something I did right. All right, we're going to do it now.
Order filled.
Let's try it. Didn't get filled by there.
Order
finally.
filled.
Finally. So the first one is what I was doing it on yesterday. And it just pushed me. Just like that. So the plays should be, based on just the 1 minute, they should be long. Just on the 1 minute. What I mean by that is the process of what I'm saying. This is rising. We're above the MACD, all that good stuff. And I don't mean that from here. I mean that from like closer to this 20. So we're. I didn't think we'd do it this early, but it's almost looking like we're gonna go all the way back up to this trend line and or VWAP and all that stuff. Usually that's like an open. If we're stuck away from VWAP at open, a lot of times it just goes and finds it. Something to think about. All right, that's 3 pushes up on the 2 minute. I honestly like this to come back now. Doesn't have to though. That's the thing.
Order
It
filled.
may not, but I like this to come back. And it's not. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Order filled.
Wow, I'm just getting none of the plays today. That's terrible. I know I just talked about that, but at the same time, I was doing it immediately, so I was hoping to catch up in the move for it to come back. And it just seems to be just pushing. I'm glad I got out when I did there. Pushing the zero line heavy. We already got extended on the zero line here. I don't want to make the same mistakes I did yesterday. I just know that these little pop backs get you paid. I mean, that's 3 points, 4 points right there. Problem is we got momentum pushing. Push, 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 push. And then if we hold this level, the continuation is a little bit more likely. All right, let's make this a little bit smaller. There we go. All right, we should start coming back now. Jeez.
Order filled.
I'd like to get this back into here. We need to come back and test this little area. I was trying to hold this one for a little bit bigger of a play, not the wrong way though. That thing is just pushing. I don't think we go all the way up there at this point now. If something doesn't go right for me, it's just over. This should come and recover some of this daggone move. And it should do it pretty quickly. I mean, almost every trade has gone almost straight away from me and or barely ticked me and then didn't do anything. I should get filled here.
Order
Just
filled.
like that. That's exactly what I was looking for. Top of this move. And then ultimately it should come back down into here, except, geez, do I trust it now? I got to start putting some W's on the board, though. I kind of want it back into here. That's 20 points. What does this really look like? I can't see it all. Oh, there we go. Yeah. We did clear this, though. And this is pushing hard. All right, well, there's some of it. If this one goes, man. Isn't that it? Isn't that just my luck right there? This goes all the way back to here. Jeez. I don't know though. We're still pretty strong here. Can't even see that. Okay. Yeah, looks like we're still pushing. Oh wow, that was a nice candle right there.
Order filled.
I don't like that this is down, but I like everything else about this. Oh my goodness. Right to my line. Right to the line. That is so crazy. Am I going to have to run 4 ticks right now? This is going to drop first. Yeah, it's going to drop
Order
first.
filled.
That is so wild, guys. You saw it go straight to my line and not fill me. That happens to me 10 times a day. And you got to think about it. 10 times a day, that's $1,000. And when I lose them, I lose more than 100. It's a lot of just a lot of extra work that I got to do to get out. We are still holding that line though. Should have waited for that to be curled up. It's still not, but look, watch. There was my line right there. That was my line. And then it would have filled. So we cleared here. But this is that 50% range. I was talking about that earlier. Wanted to be around 04. That's a lot of power. There's more power though pushing now than there was dropping. So we'll see what happens. See that itty bitty tiny loss right there was 100. But this much bigger win was 135. Look at the difference. That's much bigger than that. Wild. It looks like it's just going to continue up into 23. That's what it's looking like. I just don't know when that's going to happen. I think we go down first. But it looks like we're going to go down first. But we're still holding this little area. I will say this on a good note: the PC is holding up fabulously. I did lose all my settings, so I had to set all this stuff back up. So I had to set up YouTube's, not YouTube Studio, but I had to set up OBS and the streaming software and all that stuff again. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not very good at that kind of thing. So it took me forever. All right, here we go. Here we go. So we're swerved here. We're getting above here. We had a little hitch. And the slow line's catching up. So it's usually a good sign. And now is about the time we run into our trend line. So patient, which is what I have not been. And my P&L is suffering for it. Yeah. So we're down quite a bit. I've still got half of my drawdown left, so half the drawdown left is pretty good, actually. First step would be down here. I think this is going to keep going down for a minute. But we are up here pretty strong. But now we're getting into the 200 that's coming down. So we'll see what happens. And we're at about 50% of this drop, even though we have a lot of time. So we have a lot of space here. Boom. So this straight down, straight over. We have a lot of space here to be able to kind of change that up a little bit. It's Oliver Velez theory. It's a space and time. Basically saying it kind of resets. I don't know how true that is, but it's kind of interesting to watch.
Order filled.
Let's go. Right, straight back up. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, like I said, everything is up hard, and I'm trying to short being dumb. We had the trend line there, which we did not reach. And this is pushing down. This should curl over some more before we rise. That's the only thing that made me think that was a good deal. It might be a little deep there. We should get back into here some. Unless this just catches up with us. That's the only problem when we're rising like that. If that just catches up with us, well, then there we go. It just catches up with you. But right now, we've got some chance at a move there. Double top there. I see everything's pushing down, but this is rolling. And I don't think it rolls all the way. I'm just saying that we're kind of due a pullback. And this should give us some profit. There's two pushes there. That was a bayonet. We're holding up at the top third of the move, though, which doesn't usually fare too well for the old shorter Roonies, but I'm liking it so far. Come on down. 1 minute's going to hold up right there for a second. There we go. We got the drop real quick, and now don't push back. I kind of want this to come back down into here some more because we're extended. Which now would be the time to do it if it was going to. Except for this right here. Oh, we're swerving. Dang it. We just swerved.
Order filled.
All right. Huh. That hurt. That was actually a good play. I would have got filled if I hadn't moved my stop. Or my take profit, sorry. Take profit. I got a little greedy on that one. Honestly thought we'd come back into this 97 area. Jeez, we still might. There's the rotation of the candle. 1, 2, 3 now. We still might. We're hitching at the 0 line, though. Watch this drop all the way back down to my target. All right, that's a left shoulder, head, right shoulder. If this rejects and gets below here, we can actually start maybe coming down. But we just held this whole area right here. This whole area we held 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Yeah. Oh, that was it. That was it. We're coming back. It looks like we're going to roll. It's looking rolly. But see how the target rises. So this was my target on this little dip that I did not get. And it's rising now. Before that was down here. So it's rising every candle. Now we may get it, but it's down here. Maybe. Not. I don't know. It looks like it, though. It does look like it. We're above, though, and we're above. All right, here we go. Okay. I'm thinking we drop below here and do the kind of the same thing. We drop below here. If we do, we drop below here. We come back up and hold. We shoot this bar. We get paid. It's looking like that's about to happen. And the target was down here. It's right. It has risen to up here. It is holding the top third, and it is holding support from the left. It is above, and it is pushing. Just this trend line. That trend line right there's got me kind of, What in the world? Why did that start there? All right, so that fulfilled. I guess that one would be next. So the rules are supposed to be, which I have a hard time following. That's my biggest downfall. My biggest downfall. If we're above this 0 line and we're above this 20, I should only be long. Here I was short, here I was short, here I was short. Now here I was short, but we were away, and I actually made some money. Lost, gain, small loss, and short again, lost. If that whole time I had been long, I'd be done trading for the day with $500-600. In I don't know, 20 minutes. So then here you would say, when you get below your short, I actually wasn't patient enough for that. That would have won. That one won. You know, we're below short. Win, 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 win. Even if you're wrong immediately, like I was, the flow says down for right now. Here, above, anywhere in here you were long. Look, I was long, I got a winner. I don't know what that one did. It's hard to see, but follow the rules and ideally be successful. If you have the right rules, I guess. Problem is, rules that aren't followed, well, what's the point in having them, right? I'm talking to myself, but. Yeah, I mean, Jimbo, we're above. We're above. Coming into a downward 200, I wouldn't really be excited about along there, even though it's working out. But we did crack here. There's resistance right here. This should rotate back down right here. There's the trend line. This should give us a little oscillation right there. Should. Jimbo in the house. All right, there's the trend line. Wow, there's the resistance. Here's the oscillation. So you take that immediate pop sometimes, and you get filled, just like that. VWAP up here though. There it is. Let's see if we get it.
Order filled.
See if we get it and don't go straight to VWAP first. I missed it though. I should have taken it up in here. That's part of my problem too.
Order filled.
We got it. Off the trend line. Little wick. I should have had it up in here. Could have taken that twice actually. Could have taken it on this bar. Could have taken it on this bar. Long is still the correct direction. See? Rules, right? It's the correct direction until it tells us it's not. So far it hasn't told us it's not. It's working on it, but not yet. There we go. Yeah, that's it. But I mean, that's everyone's mistake, Jimbo. Um, that's why most retail traders lose, and including myself. I'm not counting myself out of that. In crypto, we did really well because we held long on some things and so on and so forth. But again, with the rules, and sometimes what trips me up is this, and I'm not making excuses. There's two different trading methods to, especially NASDAQ for me, that I have come across, that I understand. Is this correct? What I'm saying, this above the zero line, this pushing, we should be long. Yes, that is primarily correct. However, when the market is open, it's totally different. I know it's a futures market, it's kind of always open. But when the U.S. market opens, these swing backs, see how this pushed and it kind of didn't do much, and it pushed and didn't do much back is what I'm saying. And it pushed, didn't do much back, and it pushed. Pre-market, this is beautiful. And I get tripped up because during the market, after 9:30, I would have got filled. Primarily, I would have got filled there. I would have got filled there. I would have got filled there. I would have got filled on most of all of these. My win rate is 80+%. Look what it is right now, 58.82. And it's because I forgot that pre-market, that's what I originally loved about it, was pre-market acts exactly how it should act. Oh, we're above, we're going to go. Oh, we're below, we're going to go. Oh, we're below, look, we're going to go. And we do that. And I have to switch gears because, yesterday afternoon or yesterday midday or even during the open when I ran this account back up, it was fill. And then I switched accounts, and then I just got up into the middle of the day chop and got blown out, which is, again, another mistake. Honestly, I have seen where I shouldn't really be trading after 11 to probably 2:30, and even if at all the rest of the day. In the past little while, we're sitting on VWAP, dude. Oh, quick short from VWAP, got it. So for the last little while, the power hour has been trash, except for the last little bit of it, the very last little bit of it, like the 10-minute algo at the end. 3:50 to 4 o'clock's been fire. But the last hour's just been chop. So it's like hard to trade even later in the day. This should be simple. We're below, drop. Look, we got above, we push. We got below it, we drop. We got above it, we push. That's simple. I mean, that's kind of as simple as it gets. This says up, long. And here I go, shorting the little ticks again, making the same exact mistake that I keep making, and I don't know how to fix it. One could say that's weak-minded. Sure. One could say it's habitual. Sure. I got to fix it, though, because it's detrimentally wearing out my accounts. If I fix that one thing, I'll be funded in 10 to 20 accounts, and I'll be making $20 to $50 a month. You're a bear. No, what's funny is you say that because you know that I know that you know that I know that things run down faster than they run up. I mean, think about it right here, Jimbo. Love you to death, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars. 5 2-minute candles. 5. Okay? To recover that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. as of right now, and I just started from the bottom. I didn't even count all this. I started from down here. It took 23 2-minute candles to recover 5 2-minute candle drops. So is that me being a bear, or is that me understanding that the market drops faster than it rises? On like 90% of the time. So I don't know about being all bearish. I just understand how this works. I mean, that's kind of how it works. There are some really solid bull runs every once in a while that work in the opposite, but again, 90% of the time, that's how it works. But what's funny, Jimbo, is I know you're saying that because you saw this move up and you saw me lose there, and I get it. But here's the thing. When we're going long, I'll short back. When we're going short, I'll long back. I'm doing it the exact opposite of what I should be doing. But during regular hours, because each candle almost rotates itself, it's like filled. You almost can't mess up. Almost. But pre-market, it's just so silky smooth. And that's why originally I started trading it so much, is because of how smooth that it is. I mean, that's pretty freaking smooth. Okay, I'll give an example real quick. You're a bear. I love you. I'll give you an example right here. This was the market yesterday. I believe it was the market yesterday. Yeah. Here's the market yesterday. Okay, open. 9:30 U.S. market. I actually won a ton of money and got this account back to rolling. Anyways, here you go. I'll show you right here. I hope you're still on here. Let's see. Okay, we're under. So we're only taking shorts, right? Okay. But say you mess up and you take a long. Say you take a long right in here. That recovers in the next candle, like quickly. You mess up, you take a short. Say you take a short right here. Okay? That goes up. Okay, cool. It comes back. You're out. Break even, you're out. Like, it rotates big. You take a short or a long right here, you win both ways. Does that make sense? And so it just recovers a lot. You take your, I don't know, for whatever reason you took a long right here. Right here. You got it. You know, does that make sense? Same. I mean, it just recovers. Same. You take a short right here. It goes against you. You still won. Like, it just rotates back through and through. Same. It rotates. Now here, you would have just lost. If you were long in here, you just lost. Because it didn't rotate. Boom, boom, boom. So that's one time, 2 times, okay? 3 times. No, I'm looking. Yeah, I think what you're saying is I'm looking for these moves. Yes, but even that being said, regardless of what I'm looking for, as far as like the oscillation or consolidation zones, when this is here, I should only be hitting the short button. Because even though it pops up and it would have filled me, which that's kind of the great thing about it. You're kind of right both ways. But even though it pops up and would have filled me if I screwed up and went long, which is, again, the beauty of that. But I should only be short here. Now, once you get away down in here, all right, one could argue you could go long, but, man, you're kind of playing with fire. You're going to be much better off just shorting up in here. However, my point is, during hours, you have the opportunity to be right way more, or not even right, not even a good trade. You have the opportunity of taking a bad trade and still being okay. I guess that's my overall point. Pre-market, you kind of just stick to the script. And I advise that both ways. It's just for some weird reason, I wait for the 10, 20 point push, and then I go, okay, I'm going to grab my little spot right here. And then, but I'm noticing what I'm doing wrong. I'm having a lot of trouble correcting it for whatever weird reason. I don't even know why, but that's what I'm working on. That takes me from resetting accounts. Which I'm going to blow accounts eventually. Everybody's going to make mistakes. Everybody's going to have a trash account. But that takes me from resetting my accounts all the time to getting payouts on 70% of them, 80% of them. Blowing 20% of them, fine, because this is the prop game. It's the prop firm game. If I have 20 accounts and I blow 80% of them, I got 16 left getting $2,000 payouts. That's $32,000. Come on. That's a lot of money on average. And I make okay. I do okay. On average, I don't make anywhere near $32,000 once to twice a month. And again, I do okay. Outside of trading. That's what, because so far I just cannot I've got the move down, I've got the rules down, I've got everything down, I just can't follow them. Which is honestly just sad. Sad. I'm a grown man and can't follow my own rules. But I am working on that. When I get that lined out, it's going to be so good. So good. Like here, I would want it to be short. And I know it's a red candle. I know we can see it now, but we rotated. This went down. I would want to be short. That would have got filled, but again, it's just, I could have been right on the long 14 times. And then I decide that I want to take a short right here. I mean, that's ridiculous. Got to drive. I'll leave you. Oh. Thanks, buddy. Where are you going? Are you going fishing? So I like to think of myself as a pretty good dad. I like to tell my son, oh, I got you, Jimbo. I got you. I like to tell my son, man, rules are simple, bro. Take out the trash. You don't really need any questions asked, right? Just take it out. Simple rules. Got your left blinker on, turn left. Got your right blinker on, turn right. Simple rules. Above that purple line, long. Above this line, this pointing up, above this line, long. It's very simple. Why is it so difficult? I don't understand. I tell my son all the time, bro. Rules, simple instructions. Simple instructions say, hey, come here. Okay, come here. Hey, sit down. Okay. Take out the trash. Okay. How about be long? Don't be short. Short. I got away with one there. Short. I won that one. I should have won that one. I should have won that one. I should have won that one. I probably wouldn't go long way up in here, but nonetheless, I did win that one. And then I should have come back over here and been long again. Not short. Should have won that one. Should have won that one. Well, I did win that one. Sorry. Look, I actually got the right direction and won. No, that was short. Sorry. I got the wrong direction and won. So let's now do the math real quick. Real quick. You guys are gonna love this. Now, and I'm talking bad on me. Like I'm struggling to follow these simple instructions that I've set for myself, or I would be extremely profitable. Extremely. Okay. Instead, I'm struggling and I'm negative. Okay. I lost this one for 200. Let's say I won that one at my parameter for 109. Say call it 110. We'll just make it super simple and call it 100. I'm up 100. I'm up 200. I'm up 300. I'm up 400. I'm up 500. I'm up 600. I'm up 700. And then I should have been up 800, maybe up in here 800 or whatever. I didn't take another one. Those 8 trades, I should be up $800. Say I screwed one up and I back 200. I screw up and lose one for $200. I should be up 600. Done. $600 a day, guys. That's $3,000 a week on one account. That is right? Yeah, that's $3,000 a week on one account. On one. Now, multiply that times 20 accounts. See where I'm going with that? And all I got to change is that one thing. And what burnt my behind this morning, because I did something dumb here and I actually won. No, I didn't. That was up. I actually won because it was correct. Here, I was in the right trade. I was too early. And I lost a good chunk right there. 425 right there. And it went my direction. That one little deal, I'm going to say, probably threw me off. And I was like, crap, I got to get this back. You don't have to get that back. Trade correctly. And let it come. All right. So I've got some work to do on this account today because, and you saw me do it, guys. This is transparent. This is real. This is me losing. Okay? I'm not hyper fluffing this crap. I'm not saying, win $4 million a day, go 17 million contracts long, and reset your account 72 times that day, and finally take a payout. Finally, right? I've lost. My win rate is 58%. I have lost $856. I won some too. So I lost actually $1,460. I won almost $800. Gives me a total of $670 lost, but then I have some trade fees. So the overall deal is $856. If I had traded my rules, my process correctly, and I'm not saying be perfect because that's not, it's not even feasible for people to be perfect. However, this would be a totally different conversation. I'd have 20K viewers in here, 200K viewers in here, and everybody be in my chat blowing it up saying, let's go. That's coming. Hey, write that down. This is February 6, 2024. Write that down. It's coming. And I'm not doing this for the viewers and the chat and all that stuff. I'm doing this for me. And anybody else who's in this same position, like, man, how do I change this? How do I get better at this? That's how. make some rules, have some risk management, do everything that I just didn't do. Well, I have the rules. I have the risk management. I have the rules. I tried to cut my trades, before I lost $1,000 on one trade 3 or 4 times, right? So I cut them. That one tweak is separating me from being a massive winner to a mediocre loser. That one tweak. So if you're in that same position, figure out what you're doing wrong. And some people say, oh, it's because you're trading the 1 minute. No, it's not, guys. Here's the 2 minute. Here's the 2 minute. It says the same thing. Look, it's rising. Look, we're above the 0 line. Look, it hitched. I even said that when it happened. It hitched and it rotated. That's why I got out of that trade as quick as possible after I saw it rotate. Okay? Rising. What's that? We're rising? Oh, I'm short? Oh, good idea. Good idea. Be short when everything is rising. You see what I'm saying? So it's not because I'm on a 5 minute. Everybody, oh, it's too quick. It's too quick. 5 minute. Rising. Right there they crossed. Rising. We can do this all day. 15 minute. 15 minute. I'm not trading 15 minutes at a time. I'm trading quickly. So this isn't as relevant to me. But look, we had a bull 180. No drop for a follow through off of this bear 180 50%. All we did was pushed. What does that tell you? Rising. See what I'm saying? It's not the 1 minute. I promise. It's me not following the rules. And my son would be like, well, you need a whipping, Dad, because you yell at me all the time for not following rules. Right now, I'm yelling at myself, right? I'm simply yelling at myself. Can't even follow my own rules. That's pitiful. Pitiful. But it also lets me know where I need to work on, what I need to do different, and how I need to change. If you can't figure out what you're doing wrong and try to create the change and basically look in the mirror and tell yourself, hey, in life, in anything, this is what you're doing wrong. You need to correct it. Good luck, right? Good luck. Somebody out there is going to listen to this video one day and be like, you know what? He's exactly right. Life, relationships, trading, job, doesn't matter. If you're doing something wrong, fix it. I can't give financial advice, but I can give life advice. Yeah, Jimbo, I hear you, buddy. I hear you, and I'm not making excuses. Humans are made with emotions. That's what make us so great and then make us not so great, right? So follow your rules, take the emotions out. There's no way I'm going to take the emotions out, but here's the emotions that I want to keep in. I want to follow my rules and keep the emotions in. We won again. We won again. Those are the emotions I want to talk about. And then, oh, guys, check it out. We're taking a huge payout. All right, cool. NCO trades in the house, Those are the emotions that I want to bring. Instead of like, oh, well, I think it's going to go down. Why would you think this is going to go down when everything in your process says up? So right here, we trade up. Look, we're above. We trade up. Oh, look, this turns. This turns right here. I actually won that trade because it turned. But this turned. We don't go long in here. Look. And look what happened. Nothing. We would have won right here eventually. But nothing happened. Whoa, imagine that. And then we go up. What? We go up. What? We win. Come on. Now, I don't like the up. It definitely looks like it could still go up. It looks like it could go down. I don't know. Doesn't matter. This was the deal. This was the deal. This was the deal. Heck, even if you took a long right here off of this, because you're up. Everything's up. I don't really like how flat this is, but nonetheless, my point is you screwed up. You screwed up and you took a long when this was flat. You're still getting paid every time. All right, enough about that. Enough about that. I got to fix it. I'm going to fix it. And all right, here we go. And I'm not even mad about it. I'm not mad about it, but it just costs me money every single time. So, do you want to let your emotions be wishy-washy and not follow your rules and cost you a bunch of money, or follow your rules? Guys, if you follow your rules, I said I was done, but I'm almost done. If you follow your own rules and you lose, cool. You know why? Because you actually stuck to your rules. Now, if you continue to lose with your rules and you're following your rules and you continue to lose, might need to change your rules. And I'm not saying you change your rules every single day. And that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is you may need to simply tweak your rules. Hmm. 1 minute still says to push here, but what do we got? 36 to 40. If we push again, we collect 40 here, but I'd like to see this I like to see this not be as flat anymore. I'd like to see it kind of move. So you trade. So you don't win here, and then you start trading here. Probably not the best of ideas either. Oh, 8:37. Got a lot of work to do in this account today. I am, however, this is going to sound counterproductive. However, I want to make this very clear. Because of the sale in Apex, I need to fix myself. Okay, gotcha. But because of the sale, 3-minute tail bar strong off the 200. Up or down? I can't see it on the 3. I don't have a 3-minute chart. So, anyways, crap, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, because of the sale, it's 71% off, and right now it's $35 reset. So I had a $150K account for $93 a month, and it had half off resets. I can drop that account, just make it go away, and I can have 3 more $50K accounts for the same price. Now, one would argue, why are you buying accounts when you're not even winning yet? Well, when you do make a mistake and lose with multiple accounts, you have more opportunity to correct yourself and shift that the other way. Thanks, Pop. Pop, come through with some breakfast. How about that? So you have the opportunity to shift it and make the corrections and have multiple accounts to be paid out on. Of course, you got to get them there. And following your rules is what gets them there. All right. We're holding the 800 on the deal. I think this is where Kyle was saying to be short. Probably from up here, though. He said that a little bit ago, so he's probably up here. Kyle, did you get 38, 37-ish short there? Wow, I sound like a robot. Did you get 38 short there? Maybe not 38, maybe 36, 37. Oh, the drop is real. Look, see now we're below. We're below. If we break that, we could come right straight back into VWAP. I believe that's what Kyle was talking about. All right, let's give it a
Order
shot.
filled.
It's looking too good. There we go.
Order filled.
There we go. Look, the rules say we're under. The rules say we're under. Look, we won. I did. Good job, Kyle. My man. It's amazing when you follow the rules, right, Kyle? You actually put a little green on the board. All right, this energy drink is wearing my freaking bladder out. So, I will be right back. Oh, my goodness. That sounds better. That just sounds better. All right, all right. Good Lord. All right, so the first step in correcting yourself is acknowledging that you're wrong. You're doing wrong. Second step is fixing it. Right? I fixed a lot of other things. There's no reason I can't fix this. So with that last trade, that brought us down to negative 750. But that's okay. That is okay. So I have these two accounts. One of them is blown, not following my rules. The short, look at the short. God, the 800's holding. This account's still rolling, which, geez, not following my rules this morning. I about blew this thing. But instead of me spending, because you have to be somewhat smart with money, or you don't have to be, I guess, but it makes more sense to me to have 3 accounts and three options and 3 accounts to get paid out on versus one bigger account. It's harder to pass. It takes longer. Your drawdown is bigger, so that helps. But all those things combined, it makes more sense for me to just have the 3. Right there it was. Dang it, that was it. It's like watching LiveScope all day. Nah, man, LiveScope's awesome. He's talking about fishing. But yeah, it does kind of look like that. Live scope, though, you're actually throwing a lure at fish and potentially catching them, so it's pretty awesome. Now, watching somebody else do live scope, yeah, it's a little different. It's a lot more fun if you're doing it, too. Jimbo, you'd actually be really good at this. I'd like to see you do it, honestly, but you do you. I'm not trying to talk you into or out of. I think you would love this. And then, because you're a personal friend of mine, I would kind of show you the setup if you needed to. I mean, I'll show anybody the setup on here, but I'm just saying he has access to me personally versus everybody else who doesn't. Yeah, live scope, there's fish down here. And you throw your bait, you're up here, and you throw your bait in, doop, and you watch it go down to the fish. It's kind of cool. It's fun. You watch it go down to the fish, and then the fish are down here swimming. And then how they react to it, you can work it different. They eat it, and you watch it on the screen literally while you're in the boat, and it just doop, it shows you reel it all the way back in. It's pretty neat. All right, that's exactly why I didn't want to be short here. However, the rules say under here, you could have been short. That means you could have been short here and won. I actually did get short there and win. Could have been short here and won. See, now we're above. What do we do? So we don't want to go here. I'd rather go in here. Maybe if this candle rotates a little bit. But we're also chopping here. So the rule says anywhere in here while we're in chop, boom, right? I didn't take this one because this is the first candle that actually got us over. This one didn't. That one really didn't get us over, see? That really opened kind of down in here. And we're sitting right at resistance. But this is up. 2 minutes is not as relevant to the quick scalping thing. One more push than short. Yeah, I mean, I like that too. We look like we're on the 2 minute, we look definitely like we're going to drop, but we just got above the 200. The MAs are in the correct. The 14 is above the 20, and we're above VWAP, but we are triple topping here, so. Don't really like to be long right in here, even though it would probably work. I want to see this get rotated a little bit. But what I'm saying, even in this chop zone, though, you get anywhere back in here and you take the long because it's in the rules. It's in my rules for me. And right there, this alone, 33.50 to 35.25. I would have gotten filled. I would have made money right there. I don't really like how the rest of this is setting up, but there you go. I would have made more money right there. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, I guess. The rules say it. I need to stop looking at this damn 2 minute. It's my problem. I'm trading the 1 minute. So trade the 1 minute. And I'm also looking at the 2 minute, which is talking me out of some of these trades. But I'm not trying to hold long term. That pop right there was good. That pop right there was good. That was $200. So when I get more data, that's another thing too. To make your rules, it needs to be based on data. And the data that I have says that this is the way for me to do this strategy based on the 1 minute. So if that data says this is the way to do this strategy based on the 1 minute, then one would argue, why are you even looking at the 2 minute? Kyle says all the time, man, you look at the ES, it's running. I'm not making fun of Kyle. I love him to death. You look at the ES, it's running. Look at the dollar. Well, I'm not trading the dollar. I'm not trading the dollar. I'm not trading the ES right now. So I don't need to know what the dollar's doing. I don't give a crap what the dollar's doing. There's so many times, oh, the dollar's going up, it's going down. And what does NASDAQ do? Follows that dollar right back up. So why wouldn't I just watch NASDAQ go up or down? It doesn't make any sense. And then one could argue, my own little deal here, what I really like looking at is the 2-minute, but you can't see because my face is in the way. There you go. This. So I'm looking for a lot of times on this, these head and shoulders, right? This hitch, just for some confluence. But what I get caught up in is looking at this, which is almost irrelevant to me. I'd almost like to delete this portion or just get it like out of the way and simply look at this. Because this is more important to me than this. I know it sounds crazy. But there you go. I kind of look good in the middle of the screen. Just kidding. I got to wind that up a little bit. Okay, cool. What happened to my parameter here? Did I move this screen? A little bit? No. Hang on. Things going wild on me. I think that's right. Yeah, that's pretty right. Okay. All right, so yeah. We're above only looking for longs. That doesn't mean it's gonna just pop up and give you $1 million every time it goes. Oh yeah, for sure. Jimbo, for sure. Higher time frame, bigger moves. Which is great if you're looking for bigger moves. I'm not. I'm looking to have 20 accounts and I'm looking to fill them up. So and here's why. Here's why. This is what some people don't understand. It's a really good thing to pay super close attention to right now, whether you are in the chat watching the stream right now or not. Okay. And I need to be trading this, but here's the deal. Here's why. With Apex, on a 50K account, okay, on any account, you have to trade the eval for, I believe it's a minimum of 7 days. But in the funded account, the one where you actually take a paycheck, you have to trade those for 10 days. Yes, agree, Jimbo. Agree. But look, above, there right there was 100, 200, $300. I'm over here jacking my jaw. Anyhow, what I was saying was, it takes 10 days of trading them. You can flip 2 days. What I mean by flip is, say you get that account up real big in that 10 days. You're to the profit target of $3,000 in the 50K account. Say you get it up there in 8 days, not 10. Well, you don't really want to make a huge mistake and drop that down a couple $100, $300, $400 and then have to fight your way back. You can go on and take a micro contract, 1 or 2 micros, hit the buy and sell button really quickly. You won or lost, I don't know, 12, 15 bucks, whatever it is, and you're still in a trading day. You can flip that account 2 days in the 10-day period. So now, again, pay attention to what I'm saying. It takes 10 days of trading in an account to get to request payouts. So if your profit target is $3,000 and it takes 10 days, how much money do you need per day to get to your payout? Now you can build a cushion. You could exceed it. You could exceed it, but the payout is $2,000. So in order to request a payout, you need to be up in that $3,000 area, and you have to trade for 10 days. You need $300 a day per account. You got to play the game. We're not trading with our own money. I didn't drop $150,000 in this thing and say, hey, I have $150,000 in drawdown. No. There's rules, there's guidelines, and if you stick to those rules and you play the game just like you were playing Monopoly, just like you were playing any other game, if it takes me 10 days to do this and I can only flip 2 days, which I don't really recommend totally flipping anyways, but sometimes it's necessary, then why would you try to make $1,000 a day? What would be the point? One day you screw up and lose, and guess what? You lost your whole account. Or you get up 300 in each account and you let it go. Get your 10 days, take your $2,000 payout, 10, 15, 5, 3 accounts, 10, 15, 20 accounts. You take $2,000 and pay out after 10 days. That's the game. Until they change the game, that is their rules. That is their profit target. That is their parameters on getting funded. That is their parameters on taking payouts. So I'm not worried about higher time frames. I'm not worried about giant moves. All I'm worried about is that being above that line, and then we go long. Below that line, we go short. 3 times per day. That's it. And so far, I haven't got that right because I haven't followed my own rules. This is the best video I've ever put out. I promise. That information right there is golden. That's what I'm working on. Y'all can work on whatever you want. You want to take them 15 contracts, like my man P Dub does. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He has, and I do too, really, but he has the money to have $150,000 accounts at $93 a piece, 71% off. Okay? So it's $100. You have 20 of them. That's $2,000, right? So $2,000 gets him 20 $150,000 accounts. He runs 15 contracts and runs them things up as fast as he can run them. Burns them just as fast. He burns it, he loses $100. He runs it up as fast as he can and builds a cushion. He takes out a payout for $40,000. Is he wrong? No, he's not wrong. He just has the clout to play the game. And he's a better trader than me. Okay? He's been doing this particular trading longer. He's better than me. And so he does a really good job at burning accounts, but then also funding the snot out of them. Think about it. $2,000 for 20 150K accounts is $2,000. One of those gets a payout for $40,000, $20,000, $10,000, $3,000. You made $1,000. You had 20 different accounts to do it. That's how the game is played, my friends. That's how the game is played. Alpine Trader, shout out to that dude. Shout out to that dude. He does the same thing. He just does it on 50K accounts. He has 20 50K accounts. I think this month, dude's a beast. I love him to death. Like the way that his output is on that and everything. $26,000 this payout. He's getting 13 accounts paid out at $2,000 a piece, $26,000 on one of the payouts this month. One. Now the other, and then he has other firms that he trades that he's getting other payouts from. I think he's taking $28,000, $30,000 this month. Guys, on 50K accounts. That's the game right there. Kyle, if you're listening, I don't know how much of this, like the first part of the rant, which I think is actually pretty good too because it talks about lifestyle and all that stuff. But if you're listening and can edit this video to crop some of this stuff and put it into a compilation, by far the best information that I've put out collectively yet. And I think it would make for a good I don't know, a few videos, probably a good few videos. Thumbnail, we need to get a thumbnail rolling, and then maybe crop some of this down and edit this up, get a thumbnail rolling, talking about how this works and some of the game. Now, Jimbo, I agree with you 100%. If you're looking for big swings and big moves like you're used to in crypto, that's a different game, my friend. That's a different game. When you take $50,000 to $100,000 and you put it in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, something like that, and you're holding it for months or weeks at a time, different game. You play that game like that. That's the way, in my opinion, to play that game. The coolest part about this game is the one that we're playing here, is that this game can fund that game. Right? Think about that. $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 payouts, $40,000, $50,000 payouts. Right now, Bitcoin is 40. I didn't look today, but 40 grand, 42,000. You take a $40,000 payout this month, it bought you a Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to do what in the next 2 years? I'm not a freaking mind reader. I'm not a future reader. But historically, I almost think Bitcoin will go 400 to a million in the next 2 years. Each one. All right, there's a long again, but we keep getting stunted at this spot. You're spot trading? Like 1-to-1? Is that what that means? 1-to-1? That's spot trading, right? 1-to-1? Or spot, like you're just buying it and holding for however long. So what I've noticed in the past too is like when you're in those spots where we should be rolling up. So like look at the 2-minute MACD. Well, you can't see it. Hang on. All right, 2-minute MACD says we're down, right? There we go. So it says that we're running down. But the price isn't going down. You see that? This says it should be, right? This said it went up, and what did it do? It went up. So this says it's going down. Price isn't going down. This crosses again. Whoa, could be strong. I just don't like this choppy mess up here. Increasing my holdings, yeah. Yeah, okay, so spot's 1-to-1. Perpetual, when you're talking about crypto, and we're not talking about that here, but we are talking about trading. So you're talking about crypto, perpetual is kind of like the perpetual futures. That's kind of like futures trading, Jimbo, on whatever, Femex or Bybit or whoever it is that you're trading with now. So those things are obviously different. Perpetual is like the futures, and it might even be called perpetual futures. And so that's when you could trade with the leverage on Femex and Bybit and everything. But now, don't get me wrong, you can still trade. I believe you can still trade spot on both of those as well. So if you're looking for 1-to-1, good deal. You got to have. So then basically your if you're going 1-to-1, you need bigger size. Because it's really hard to trade 1-for-1 when you're trading like $1 to make $1 versus when you're trading $1 to make 10 in the same move. That's kind of how it works with leverage. All right, so again, I kick myself in the butt sometimes. But this was down, so I really wouldn't have wanted to take any of these. However, it is above the zero. That's one of the most important things right here. It is above this zero line this whole time, and it's above this 20. The 200's way down here. It's kind of actually sloping up now, but that's one maybe 2, I don't know, but 3, 4, 5 times right there. I could have made $500 right there if I just pulled the trigger. And my rules were still correct. Above, okay? And this one is saying down, but it's not going down. Watch price pump. Watch price pump. All right, guys, it's 9. It's 9. I didn't do that great on this morning because I did not follow my rules. So I'm going to leave the stream with saying, guys, pay attention just like in anything else in life. Follow your own rules. Make good rules. Follow your own rules and be successful. If you're not, and you're sticking to your rules, and you're not successful, and I mean that, you're sticking to them, that's when it's time to evaluate your rules. Okay? And that's what I'm going to say, and I just did the exact same thing that I'm saying to everyone else. I'm saying it to me. Okay? Ultimately, this is not for y'all. This is for me. I love y'all. Hope you want to join me and get some interesting life tips, I guess. Zero financial advice. But yeah, that, guys, it's key. It's key. Got to stick to it. And you can be successful. Takes time. Because you got to get over yourself. You got to get over, well, I should have been right. God, I should have been right. Well, good. You're not right, and you're broke. Do you want to be right? You want to make money. Eventually, you will get right, and then the money ideally will follow. Still pushing. Look at that MACD cross. That's exactly what I just said right here. Exactly what I just said. It's going down. Price is going up. This crossed, bump. There's the bump. Boom, boom, boom. Guys, this happens over and over and over again, and I can point it out and I can talk about it all day. For whatever reason, I can't trade it yet. I'm working on it. Love you guys. See you soon. I'm going to cut it, and have a good day.